It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Every business begins with an idea. With dedication, hard work, and high-speed broadband, that idea can grow into something giant. The member organizations that form BAN are proud to support North Dakota businesses every step of the way, from the soil to the stadium. The Broadband Association of North Dakota, helping North Dakotans grow bright ideas into big business.
Smith Motors in Wahpeton, we make sure that when you need a vehicle, we'll find the perfect one that matches your lifestyle and budget. Like the eye-catching Chevy Equinox, the powerful, always dependable Chevy Silverado, or the rugged, hard-working GMC Sierra. Since 1960, Smith Motors has provided an excellent automotive buying experience. From low-pressure sales to high-quality service, our customers always come first. Find your new Chevrolet or GMC today at Smith Motors. Small town friendly, big town deals.
Farmers, be ready this planting season by contacting Yield Advantage for all your seed and planting equipment needs. They carry high-quality products from Precision Planting, Intelligent Ag, Copperhead Ag, Outback Wraps, Wear Parts LLC, Midwest Seed Genetics, and more. Yield Advantage can help your planter from basic service parts to liquid fertilizer setups. All of the latest technology and often significantly less than buying a new planter. Be ready to hit the field by contacting Yield Advantage, 218-517-7878, or online at yield-advantage.com.
A local
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Minnesota High School Section 6A North Volleyball Tournament action. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Three Borders Sports Network. And welcome, everybody, to Breckenridge High School here in Breckenridge, Minnesota, where the Cowgirls are hosting round 2 playoff game, and they are hosting the Battle Lake Battlers. And again, welcome, everybody, to Three Borders Sports Network. I'm Joe Schreiner, and I am joined up here at the top row above Breckenridge Gymnasium by Brian Watson. B-Dub, here we are. Tournament time.
High above Cowgirl Gymnasium, as we'll call it tonight. Yeah,
we are. We're on the top row, so there we go. And other than anybody else going to be on the camera tonight would be Yards Kelson. Camden Yards Kelson is on the camera tonight on our Digital Guru camera. And we want to thank everybody for joining our Yield Advantage pregame show here. Yield Advantage is a precision planting, sales, and service center for the southern Red River Valley. B-Dub, our first round of the tournament here. It's second round for Section 6A North. And the Cowgirls coming in here at 20-8 overall, and the Battlers coming in at 8-16 overall.
Well, I mean, it's what you play for, right? You need to, you play your regular season. You want to get into the playoffs, and if you're not ready to play now, I don't know when you're going to be ready to play. So you got to get yourself focused and ready to play on both sides of the net. If you're the Cowgirls, you might come into this expecting to walk away with a win. Based on what's happened in previous matches against Battle Lake, but I don't think you can underestimate anybody. Once you get in the playoffs, you throw the records out the window, and both teams are going to come to play, and I think Battle Lake's going to put up, pardon the pun, but they're going to put up a battle tonight.
Yeah. No pun intended,
no
but it
pun
was
intended.
There. But again, as B-Dub mentioned, the Battle Lake Battlers and the Breckenridge Cowgirls battled in battled in a tournament at Pelican Rapids on September 9th. The Cowgirls were victorious 2-0 in that one in Pelican Rapids. And then again on September 30th, the two teams met in Barnesville in a tournament, and again, the Breckenridge Cowgirls defeated Battle Lake 2-0. But like Brian said, you just got to throw them out. You play the game, and that's why we're here in this playoff action. You got to keep winning, or it's one and done.
Yeah, I think if you're Battle Lake, you want to try and get off to a good start, see if you can sort of announce your presence with a little bit of authority. And if you can come out and get a lead, you can put Breckenridge back on their heels. And, you know, there's nothing like an underdog that comes out hot and ready to play, fired up and ready to play. And if you're not ready on the other side of the net, that can be hard to make up for. You know, you've done it in the past, but come playoff time, those things can be difficult to do. And if you have a team that's scrappy, that won't quit, that won't go away, it can be difficult to put them away like you'd want to. It could be difficult.
Yeah, it could be difficult. The Section 6A, again, Breckenridge comes in as the #1 seed in the North. And Battle Lake comes in at number 8. On Monday night, on the 23rd of October, Battle Lake had to play Rossay. The 8 and 9 seeds played in Battle Lake. It was the higher seed was hosting, just as it is tonight. But Battle Lake defeated Rossay by the score of 3-2, and a couple of very close sets. And the fifth set went to 15-9 in favor of Battle Lake. Other action in the 6A North section, Norman County East, Ulen Hitterdal. The 7 seed defeated the number 10 seed Lake Park Ottoman in 3 sets, 3-0. So now tonight, Breckenridge is taking on Battle Lake, and then also the Park Christian team is taking on Hillcrest Academy up at Park Christian in Moorhead. The number 2 seed Underwood takes on Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal, and the number 3 Henning hosts number 6 New York Mills. So there's your quarterfinals here. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that. They're saying this is basically the play-in game is what they call it. Quarterfinals.
I guess they do have play-in listed there.
Yeah, they do.
Interesting.
On their brackets, yeah. They called the first round games, which I would call first round. They call it the pigtail games.
Interesting.
So now they call this one the play-in game.
Well, typically you get down to 8 for your quarters, but hey, we'll roll with it.
But I suppose, you know, what they got to look at, the 6A North and 6A South have to play, and that'll be your finals. So you do have a champion.
They're looking at the whole section and not the top and the bottom of the North and South.
That's where I would look at it as. So that's where it's kind of confusing, folks. But we'll keep you in the loop here as much as we can. And as long as the Cowgirls keep winning, we're going to be here as well. Same way with the Cowboy football squad. As long as they keep winning, we'll be back following them as well. Their actually next game is this coming Saturday, Brian, here at Breckenridge Cowboy Field, at the football field here just to the east of us, and it's going to be chilly on Saturday the way it sounds.
Well, they've already got snow in western North Dakota, so I think they're calling for 30 degrees. It could be possible rain or snow or some kind of mix on Saturday, but I think it's football weather, playoff football weather, if you want to call it that. So I think it's going to be a good game, good matchup. These two teams, those two teams, New York Mills and Breckenridge, have met over the past couple of years here, sort of in this same game, and I think it's developing into a pretty good rivalry, and I think you're going to get a good game on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Raleigh and Kevin will have the call. Brian will be producing. Yards and myself will be upstairs in snowmobile suits, and we're going to try and stay warm up there.
You better dress warm up there.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly. Yards, you got to get your snowmobile suit out, buddy. So it's going to be chilly, but it's going to be fun. Playoff football. And after that, I guess we got comfort of the Fargo Dome after that, if they win. If the Cowboys win, they'll play in the Fargo Dome next Friday.
It'd be nice to make it back to the Fargo Dome.
Yep.
I think that's going to be a good game on Saturday.
All right, so again, we got playoff volleyball action here. Again, this is called the play-in game. I would say the quarterfinal. Let's say this is a quarterfinal of the 6A North.
Well, that's what I have it listed as, the 6A North quarterfinal.
Yes,
so
that's what we'll call it.
I think depending on what happened, I might have to change that for the next one.
So there are 8 seeds left here, and the 8 seeds are the top 8 seeds in Section 6A North. All right, folks, there's your pregame show brought to you by Yield Advantage. It's a precision planning, sales, and service center for the southern Red River Valley. And now we're going to turn it over to our PA announcer, who is Art Bracco, and he will give you the starting lineups brought to you by Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance, offering home, life, business, and farm insurance for your needs. And, of course, prior to that, I think we will have the national anthem presented by Emily Christensen and the Breckenridge Pep Band. And I think we're just about getting ready for Art to take the microphone.
He's keeping us all in suspense here.
There we go. Here's Art.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Section 6A Volleyball between the Battle Lake Battlers and your Breckenridge Cowgirls. At this time, we ask everybody to please rise, remove your cap or hat, place your right hand over your heart as we honor America and our veterans, both past and present, with the playing of the national anthem by the Breckenridge High School Band under the direction of Emily Christensen. At this time, let's meet the guests on the scoreboard, the Battle Lake Battlers. First, the reserves, the non-starters. Number 1, Kaylee Trosdahl. Number 5, Isabel Boyum. Number 6, Madison Cameron. Number 7, Marley Blado. Number 8, Val Borman. Number 9, Kelsey Christensen. Number 11, Isabel Brandborg. Number 14, Molly Durbin. And now let's meet your starters. Number 3, Olivia Love. Number 4, Kaylee Robinson. Number 10, Kinley Borman. Number 12, Kennedy Cameron. Number 13, Addison Matner. Number 16, Sophie Ackerman. And your libero, number 17, Danica Byrne. Coaches, Heather Ackerman, Caitlin Thompson, and Abby Nygaard. And now for the Breckenridge Cowgirls. First, the non-starters. Number 1, Grace Nicholson. Number 5, Brennan Ruddy. Number 6, Jonica Bernatus. Number 7, Emily Gowan. Number 10, Carson Neppel. Number 12, Adelia Spear. Number 13, Coley Schuler. Number 14, Josie Weinbar. And now for your starters. Number 2, Haley Hansen. Number 4, Julia Kleinsmoen. Number 8, Caitlin Kaler. Number 11, Parker Yagi. Number 15, Aaron Blofus. Number 19, Jaylee Ernst. And your libero, number 17, Sydney Roberts. Coaches, Margaret Kruger, Alicia Finkraw, Missy Johnson, and Brianna Dower. Your officials, Harold Meisner and Jane Schwabach. Let's play some volleyball.
We are ready. Minnesota Section 6A North. Volleyball action. We are basically in the second round. Brian and I are calling it the quarterfinals of the Section 6A North. And the 20-8 Cowgirls are taking on the 8-16 Battle Lake Battlers. This tournament game is brought to you in part by Red River Communications. Fiberfast Wi-Fi works for you. I want to thank Red River Communications for stepping up and helping us out here for these tournament games. There is a fee to pay for these tournament games. But we're happy to be here, and we are very happy that Red River Communications is being a part of that and helping us out in this situation for all the playoff games that we're going to be covering this fall. So thank you to Red River Communications and Red River Communications Cable Channel 28. Well, B-Dub, I think we're ready to go.
Let's get her done.
Kinley Borman started out serving, and Haley Hansen, a little too much adrenaline there, Brian, and the error on the kill attack there by Haley Hansen goes a little bit long.
So that's going to be important for Breckenridge. Going to have to try and play error-free tonight as much as possible and not let the Battlers go on too many runs.
Parker Yagi sets it up over to Blofus. Now over to the near side. Easy hit over was Kaylee Robinson. Blofus at the line. Good dig in the back there by Borman. Two Bormans out there. Kinley and Bell. Oh, and that one just
a good save there in front row.
And Haley Hansen tries to put it away, but it's again volley. A good volley here by both teams.
Two good saves in that front row by Cameron.
And that one's going to go out on a bump over by Haley Hansen. So another point to the Battlers. They jump out 2-0. Like you said, Brian, it's going to be big for the Battlers to get out ahead early.
Yeah, and they've already played a playoff game, so some of those playoff nerves that you might have are probably gone out the window for these guys.
The second hit by Parker Yagi, he had to run for that one. And this time Caitlin Kaler, and miscommunication up front there between Ernst and Blofus. Everybody thought everybody else was going to have it.
Yeah, you know, like I said, the Battlers have already played a playoff game, and the Cowgirls had a bye. And sometimes that can throw you off a little bit. And right now, to start this match out, the Cowgirls look a little sluggish.
Blofus pounds it into the backside, and there's a miss on the hit by the Battlers' Kennedy Cameron.
Yeah, just mistimed it. Had it locked up pretty good and just mistimed it.
So it's a 3-1 lead here as we get Haley Hansen's first serve of the night to the near side.
A good save there by Blofus. Got the block and able to keep it back up in the air.
Jaylee Erd saves it. Parker Yagi bumps it up, and Blofus goes over with the third one. And a kill at the net there attempted by Robinson. And the block at the net by Robinson. 4-1 lead.
I think that was Cameron there again with the block. Kennedy Cameron at the net.
Back to serve is Addison Maitner.
Bowder's going to have to try and use all these free ones, and a miss hit there by Cameron. Just mistimed it again. That's two that she's had up there.
Yep.
Had a good opportunity again, put that one away.
Molly Durbin checks in for the Battlers. She goes to the back row as Sydney Roberts serves for the Cowgirls. And that time, getting it over was Kennedy Cameron. Julia Kleisman gets it over the net for the Cowgirls. And that time, again,
long and no tip there, so that point will go to the Cowgirls.
Head coach Jennifer Roysam unable to be here tonight, so taking her place is assistant coach Heather Ackerman for the Battlers. And that one goes into the net on a miss hit there by Kaylee Robinson.
Yeah, the Battlers have had a couple opportunities here early and just not able to sync up.
So we're tied at 4. Sydney Roberts again serves. That was close to being out. At the net, Julia tried to put it away, and the Battlers hanging in there with that one. Parker Yagi sets up Caitlin Kaler. KK a little bit too strong.
Yeah, a little long there. And the Battlers going to do everything they can to keep these volleys as long as they can and see if they can take advantage of any free ones that they get and see if they could get the Cowgirls to make a mistake like they did there.
Sydney Roberts digs. Parker Yagi back sets to Jaylee Ernst. Did it get in?
I think that found the line over there, yep.
Nice hit by Jaylee as she's going to come out now, and Coley Schuler will come in for her, but Jaylee Ernst with the kill attack for the point. We are tied at 5. Coley Schuler steps back to serve for the Cowgirls. Hits the tape and gets the point.
You'll take a few of those tonight.
Landed right in front of Sophie Ackerman. She didn't. She was expecting it to go to the back row, but it hit the tape and landed right beside her. She didn't even know it was there. Schuler again to serve. Clears the net by about 3 feet on that one. Getting it over is Belle Borman. Oh, yep.
Going to be a violation here.
Yep. Schuler actually, that was right up against the net. She had to step up there.
Yep.
And her foot went on the wrong side of the line. And we're tied at 6. Farmers Union Insurance, scoreboard sponsor, Kyle DeVries. Coley Schuler bumps it to Julia, and she's off pace on that one, taps herself and says, it was my fault.
The Battlers had a couple of those, and the Cowgirls returned the favor there, just a lack of concentration and not able to put it over.
Ooh, and a nice ace serve there. Haley Hansen couldn't pick it up on that nice serve in the back row there by Kennedy Cameron, a sophomore.
Yeah, Kennedy Cameron with a nice serve there for the ace. And the Battlers hanging here early.
KK Schuler over to Julia. Put the power down. The foreign exchange student from Austria, 16-year-old, but she's classified as a senior.
And making up for the error on the play before, and a good kill there.
Caitlin Kaler stepping back to serve for the Cowgirls. Ackerman sets over to the near side. Borman. And not able to handle it. The Cowgirls give up another point, and it's back to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Battle Lake doing a good job of taking advantage of the attacks that they get at the net.
Senior Addison Maitner checks in. Set to Julia just in front of the 10-foot line. Schuler brings it up. Roberts back set to Haley Hansen. Nice set there by Sydney. That was freshman Belle Borman there. Ooh, and that one goes way out of bounds on that hit.
Yeah, good dig out of there early in that volley by Robinson. And again, the Battlers just able to keep the volley going long enough and see if the Cowgirls make a mistake, or they've made a couple.
So it's a 3-point, biggest lead of the night. Parker Yagi gets the point on that kill. It was partially blocked at the net, went out of bounds, but the Cowgirls get the point on that kill by Parker Yagi.
Yeah, Borman was at the net there, got her hands on it, but not able to put it back on the Cowgirls side.
5'7" Parker in the front row, got a kill. Ackerman sets up to Borman, that's Kinley. Haley Hansen got the kill on that one. She was due.
Yeah, she's had a couple opportunities over there on that left side, and that's her sweet spot, and able to put that one away.
Haley, we saw against DGF, Brian, in the last regular season game. She struggled a little bit with her kills, and good to see her get that one back. Ackerman at the net. Bloffus puts it away on the block.
Yeah, right there at the same time, and like you say, you can't teach size, Joe.
No.
And able to put that right back down.
Bloffus comes in at 6 foot. I'm not sure what Ackerman is, but she's quite a bit shorter. And that one goes out after we're tied at 10. And now the Cowgirls get the lead 11-10.
And the Cowgirls starting to make a little bit of a run here. And the Battlers going to see if they can get a side out here and stop it.
Ooh, another tape serve, but it's saved by the Battlers. Ackerman goes over. KK Schuler back sets to Yagi. Got it. Parker puts it in the books.
Yeah, Parker got a little bit on that one, Joe.
Yeah, she sure did.
Parker been doing some damage up there in that front row. She's had some opportunities and being able to put the ball in play. And
I'm sure Grammy's watching down in Wichita. We'll hear from her in a bit, I'm sure. Coley over to Hansen. And a good shot at the net there on that kill by Kinley Borman, freshman. Puts it away for the Battlers, and they're back within one.
Yeah, they do a good job there. Again, they can execute at the net there in the middle. And they've had a couple nice opportunities there, and Borman gets another.
Olivia Love serves. Schuler right up against the net. Good save.
Lucky there.
Bluffus. And they can't handle it on the other side of the net there, as Kaylee Robinson was there for the block. It fell down in front of her but couldn't peel it back up.
Yeah, that middle attack for Battle Lake is good, but Breckenridge has an answer there with Bluffus in the middle.
Parker Yagi serves for the Cowgirls, leading by 2.
Yeah, that's going to be a little extra help there.
Yep.
Just kind of off balance and trying to keep the ball in play and reaching back, and sometimes you can't hit it correctly, and gave that one a little extra.
Ackerman sets up over to the near side, and that one falls in for a Battler point. Cowgirl lead is 2 again.
I don't think that Battle Lake, like I said earlier in the pregame, they're not going to go away easy.
They're not intimidated.
Just hanging around here.
Kinley Borman serves. Yagi's got to give chase over to Bluffus. A good set, but a good block, but it goes out. Kennedy Cameron was there for the block, but it just went out of bounds. Cowgirl lead is back to 3, and Haley Hansen back to serve for the second time tonight. Ackerman's got to try and save it, and that'll be 4 hits.
That'll be 4, yep. I think we might get a timeout here.
I think we are. Assistant coach Heather Ackerman calls a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well on this Carlson Family Insurance timeout. Anytime's a good time to see Eric and the crew. Customer satisfaction and service is their #1 goal. Back after this.
Insurance is an important safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
All right, we're back here as Haley Hansen serves up with a 4-point lead here. Battlers took a timeout, and a nice kill by the Battlers. Kennedy Cameron puts it away for the point, so a good timeout there for Coach Ackerman.
Yeah, good timeout, and you get to settle your group down, and then they come out and execute and get a point back on the board and cut into that lead.
Sydney Roberts, Parker Yagi over to Caitlin Kaler. Partially blocked at the net. And that third hit goes over Robinson. At the net, Bluffus, a little touch pass over, and we're going to
get a net violation here.
Was it on Kennedy Cameron?
I didn't miss the number flash there.
I didn't either. Sydney Roberts with a nice serve. Ackerman digs. Over to Kaler. Oh, and the libero, Danica Byrne, tipped it, and she knew right away she should have let it go. It was over her head.
Yeah, that would have been out, no problem. It's just kind of a tweener, like just a reaction. Yeah. You got to put your hands up.
Sydney Roberts, and again, Byrne can't handle it there on that ace by Sydney Roberts. I get a kick out of all these things are choreographed by the girls when they get spikes and they get aces and they get blocks, and
you have to spend half your practice trying to get that stuff.
You
right.
do, don't you?
I mean, I don't.
You got to look good doing it.
I don't have time for that in basketball.
Sydney Roberts serves again, 20-13, and a block at the net by Julia Kleisman. The senior from Austria gets the point, and the second time out here. And we'll be right back here. The Cowgirls lead on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, 21-13. A nice run here for the Cowgirls. Back after this.
your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
And we're back that quick there. Everybody got their stuff set, and let's go back and play, and we'll see if the Battlers can win the serve back here as Kaler, good dig by Burns that time. Oh, and a good save by Kaler, and then over by Julia. Third hit comes over. Parker sets over to Julia Kleisman, and big smile on her face, and she gets the point with the kill.
Yeah, Ellen went back into the tape and still made its way over.
So since it was tied 10-10, Brian, the Cowgirls on a 12-3 run.
Yeah, they kind of settled down a little bit.
Ace for Sid.
And they're getting plays like that, getting a couple of aces here. Robertson, a good job behind the line. And they've settled down and been able to execute here on the offensive side.
Sydney on a roll here. Byrne, she handles that one, hits the tape, goes over. Hanson, second hit by Parker to save that one.
And Parker doing a good job of not going too far forward there.
That one went out, point to the Cowgirls. So set point here for the Cowgirls, Brian.
Just like that, they get it in gear and trying to end the first set here.
Sydney to Byrne. Ackerman sets up to the other side, Robinson, and the point goes to the Cowgirls, and they come away with a set one win convincingly here. The first half was kind of close there for the Cowgirls, but they win set number one, 25-13. We'll come back with set number two after a couple of minutes, and we'll recap set one right after this.
Team ready to serve you. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, providing home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance. As residents of your community, they understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted friends and neighbors. Together, they're building strong partnerships that help everyone succeed. American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, a proud supporter of high school athletics.
And we hope to see you at American Family Insurance, Miller Associates.
Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
Have you ever considered chiropractic for your family? Dr. Andrea and the staff at Hornstein Family Chiropractic love to see families. With 16 years of experience seeing brand new babies, pregnant women, toddlers, teens, athletes, she cares for your family like it's her family. Join Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 715 Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton, and we will help your family grow up healthy. Call 701-672-1300 for the next soonest available appointment, because at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is a family affair.
Thank you, Andrea.
Insurance is an
All right, welcome back to Breckenridge High School. Brian's playing with some new tunes and some new software here, so doing a fine job, my producer, Brian Watson.
Well, I'm trying to do what I can. We'll see.
Camden Kelson on the Digital Guru cameras. I'm Joe Schreiner, and we want to give you a chance here to give us a text, and we'll give you a shout-out here and let you know. Amanda Frederick, State Farm Insurance, shout-outs. Area code 701-640-2619. 701-640-2619 is our shout-out number, brought to you by Amanda Frederick and State Farm Insurance. Again, set number two here. B-Dub, the girls, the Cowgirls come back here. It was tied at 10-10, and then the Cowgirls took off here 15-3, outscoring the Battle Lake Battlers late in the second half.
Yeah, Battle Lake got off to a good start, fast start, And, I mean, he just kind of tried to see how the Cowgirls were going to be able to handle that. Like I said in the pregame, if you're not ready for that and you get put back on your heels, it can be a tough goal for you. But they overcome it, and they're able to go on a long run to take that first set.
Third hit goes over for the Battlers, and Parker Yagi sets up Boffice right at the net. And the third hit goes over by the Battlers' Sophie Ackerman. Partially blocked at the net. Yagi sets over to Haley Hansen on the far side. Oh, and what a save over on the far side. Who was that, Brian? Was that the freshman?
I think that
Belle Borman?
I think it was Borman there for that save.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think Belle Borman with a nice save over on the outside over there. Got it to fall in. The freshman sits down now. And this time Parker Yagi sets up Bluffus, and she's got to hit it from deep.
That might have been Ackerman over there, Joe.
Was it Ackerman?
Ackerman, sorry, yeah.
And again, that one falls in for the Battlers there on the hit by Kennedy Cameron. So again, Brian, a quick 2-0 lead here in set 2.
Yeah, now let's see if Battle Lake can kind of stay with this. They had a couple of miscues that let the Cowgirls get back in it. And let's see if they can keep it rolling.
And there was a nice shot there by Bluffus.
That's a good answer. Go outside, give Bluffus a chance to swing at it, and able to put that one away.
Coach Ackerman giving Olivia Love some instruction here on the side. Ackerman sets up to the near side. There's Cameron.
Yeah, you can go there early and often. As Kennedy Cameron puts that one away.
So back to a 3-1 lead for the Battlers. And Kaylee Robinson steps back to serve. Sydney Roberts hits it a little bit too strong, but Parker Yagi saves it at the net, and that one's going to go out.
And Yagi was in no position to try and return that, so just go ahead and keep it up and see if you can get a chance to put it in play. And that one went long down outside the back line there.
Jonica Bernadas in for the Cowgirls too as well. And deja vu all over again, Brian. It's 4-1 lead for the Battlers. That's what it was in set 1 as well. As Ackerman puts that one in.
And there's the miscue, and that's a couple of those is what allowed the Cowgirls to get back in.
Yep.
You know, if they're able to execute some of those miscues that they had, especially that were the ones that were near the net, it'd be a different first set.
Sydney Roberts had a good run in serving in the first set. Serves that one up, and that hit goes over, and it counts as a point for Madison Cameron, a senior for the Battlers.
Got the law firm out there, Cameron and Cameron.
Oh, yeah, got Cameron and Cameron, and we got Borman and Borman, too.
Borman and Borman, wow.
There's one into the net on the unforced error by Kennedy Cameron. I think the two Camerons are cousins, I think is what Coach Ackerman told me. As Coley Schuler steps back to serve, you see the ever-present Chad Affield over in the far shot as Coley Schuler gets the ace.
Yeah, does he have his fan club with him?
Yeah, they're coming out, man. They're coming out slow but sure.
Yeah.
The Affies.
Don't start that again.
Well, there's Coley Schuler. Ackerman sets up to the front row to Borman. That's Kinley. Caitlin Kaler couldn't quite get that one to fall. Third one goes over. This time Schuler back sets to Parker Yagi. And that one for Parker goes in the books as a kill. It ended up in the rafters on the attempted dig. But Parker with the kill. She got three of them tonight.
She's effective over there on that right side.
Yep. Yep, she's got 3 kills tonight so far. And what was that?
The double hit there.
So here come the Cowgirls. We were tied at 5, just as they were, Brian, in set 1. They were tied at 5.
And Battle Lake going to need to try and get a side out here and not let this thing stretch out again.
Almost a knuckleball there by Schuler.
He's got to execute, and that's a good dig there by Hansen.
Caitlin Kaler, again dug out by the Battlers. Going over on the third hit was Kinley Borman. Back set to Parker. She couldn't quite get that one as that one sailed off to the side. Schuler this time sets up Julia. Oh, with power she hit that one. And not able to handle it in the back row was Kennedy Cameron.
And that's another reaction. You know, I got to get my hand on it because I think that ball was going to be long.
Yep, I think she knew it too after she tapped it. A little run here by the Cowgirls now as Schuler serves it up. With the backwards hit over the net was Madison Cameron. And Sydney Roberts couldn't hand that kill attempt there by Kinley Borman, freshman.
Yeah, Borman doing a good job. It's a good-looking freshman there in that front row in the middle.
And coming back in is Belle Borman, the freshman, up into the front line for the Battlers.
Good save there by Ackerman.
And she'll hit it over on the third. Sydney bumps it over to Schuler, who goes to Yagi. Kind of a rolling attack there, Brian. She couldn't quite get it to go.
Yeah, just timing again, Joe. You know, just a little bit off there.
Ackerman serves again. We're tied at 7. Kaler goes up way high. Third hit goes over by Madison Cameron. Schuler sets up Julia in the front row. It's partially blocked. Ackerman into the front, Kinley Borman. Sydney Roberts hits it over with the heel of her palm.
Another good volley here.
Haley Hansen from deep. And Belle Borman on the side sets it up. There's one that's going to fall for KK, Caitlin Kaler. The block couldn't work for the Battlers, and Caitlin Kaler walks away with one.
Yeah, there had been a couple there where you had some long volleys, and the Cowgirls make a mistake to do a good job of execution and scoring there.
Ooh, good dig save there by Byrne. Haley Hansen looking for the kill. Up into the rafters, bounces off a light, and the Battlers save it.
A good save there by Byrne.
Julia Gleisman gets the kill. Here comes Julia.
Yeah, if you can get, you know, Julia going on the outside or middle there, you get Hansen going on the outside. The Cowgirls can be tough to stop here. They're trying to get in sync here after a couple slow starts in these first 2 sets.
Julia with her 4th kill. Ackerman couldn't get to that one as a setter. She tried hustling across to the side of the net, but couldn't quite get to it. And the Cowgirls now off to that 10-7 lead, Brian.
Yeah, that run in the middle of the set where they're able to get some separation.
Belle Borman digs for the 2nd time in a row. And that one goes way out on that hit by Kinley Borman.
Yeah, had a chance there with the free ball and not able to execute, and I think they're going to get a timeout here.
All right, there's another timeout on the floor. That timeout's brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. Anytime's a good time to see Carlson Family Insurance. Eric and the crew on 2nd Avenue in downtown Wahpeton. We'll be right back after this message from Three Borders Sports Network.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740.
Welcome back to Breckenridge High School, Breckenridge, Minnesota. Section 6A North volleyball tournament action. And a good run at the net there, and an attempted kill by Kinley Borman. She just couldn't quite get it over the net, B-Dub, but it's a nice run.
Yeah, there are a couple timeouts in the first set where the Battlers come out and able to score right away and have a miscue there out of that timeout. A good block there by Borman.
So that one goes for the Battlers there on that one. Good block by Borman, as Brian said.
Yeah, Borman and Borman there, the whole law firm up there in front. They're both there.
I didn't ask if they were sisters or cousins, but they're spelled the same. Over to Haley Hansen. Good dig in the back by Madison Cameron. And that one, a good save in the back by Ackerman. Third hit will go over. Sidney with a nice dive dig.
You had to adjust there. The ball hit the tape.
Kinley, Borman, Schuler. Now over to Hansen. Haley, good block at the net again.
Borman with another good block.
Another one. Schuler sets up Julia Kleisman, and that time she got it in just in front of the diving Kennedy Cameron for the Battlers.
Battle Lake doing a good job at the net, able to block, but the Cowgirls stay with it, and they will execute and put that ball away. And they've been surviving here in this second set with the long volleys. They've cleaned it up a little bit. On that first set, they gave away a couple points after long volleys.
That one's right at the net, and Borman tried to get it off the net. Nope, that was Ackerman, excuse me. And she couldn't quite play it there, and it's a point for the Cowgirls.
And Battle Lake in need of a side out here.
Kleisman with the serve. Nice ace for her as Love couldn't handle it in the back row. Olivia Love, a sophomore for the Battlers. Don't forget our shout-outs. Amanda Frederick State Farm Insurance, 701-640-2619. 701-640-2619. We'll get to those shout-outs here as soon as we can. Haley Hansen, just a little too strong. Haley just got underneath that one a little bit too much and put her back behind the back line, Brian.
Again, execution, Joe. I mean, just got to try and execute when you get the opportunities.
Hansen goes over. Ackerman sets it up to Cameron. It's a point for the Cowgirls.
And Battle Lake had a couple miscues like that in that first set. And you really need to take advantage of those. See if you can keep that volley going. You maybe get away with the kill up front there. You're giving, can't give away those extra points.
Parker Yagi serves back over to the other side to Borman. Set up into the front line for the Battlers. Handled well by the Cowgirls and Haley Hansen. Nice dig in the back by Olivia Love. Sets up over to the near side. Robinson. Back set to Jonica Bernatus. Good dig by Sydney Roberts. Back row hit, back row attack. That one rattles around in the rafters. Good save by Byrne, and it goes over for the Battlers by Ackerman. Bloffus. The Battlers are working hard for this one.
That ball is tough to keep in play when it comes off the seal, and they do a good job there. Another good save there.
And another one off the net. That one's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. That was good play, and then just unfortunate. Again, able to play that ball off the ceiling and keep it in play. That's hard to do. And then you get a nice dig there in the middle, and then just an unfortunate hit there.
That was a fun set, or a fun volley to watch there as Kaylee Trosdahl gets her first appearance here in the varsity game. And that one's an ace for Parker Yagi. All right, we got some shout-outs coming here, Brian. I got Karen and Carly Kappas. They're always watching. Three Borders Sports Network. Thank you very much. Bob and Irene Meyer. There's a name that's familiar. Grace Nicholson's grandparents. You weren't here last time there was a volleyball game?
I missed out, I heard.
I got a jar.
My jar of salsa did not last very long.
That one goes in. Kill for Bloffus. I'm sorry, what?
My jar of salsa did not last very long at all.
It did not last very long, did it?
It was gone pretty quick.
Bob and Irene Meyer, thank you very much, and thanks for watching Three Borders Sports and cheering on the Cowgirls. As that ball ended up way over by the popcorn machine. Parker Yagi back to serve again. I looked at my phone for a second there, and I think I saw Paula's name on there, so I'll get to her in a second. Belle Borman with the nice kill, but KK picks it up. Hansen hits it over with a heel over palm and got it over for the point.
And you can give that point to Kaler with the great save there.
Absolutely. Cowgirls making a big run now, Brian. It's 20-9. Ackerman sets up over to the near side, partially blocked at the net by Bernatus, and then put it right back down there in front of the Cowgirls was Kennedy Cameron.
Yeah, you got to try and find her as much as you can. They do a good job of finding her on the outside there. Good block there by the Cowgirls, and then Kennedy puts it right back at them.
Molly Durbin checks back in for Belle Borman. Haley Hansen, oh my goodness. Oh, it went out. Haley finally got on top of one there, B-Dub, but it ended up on the outside of the line. So point for the Battlers here. It's 20-11.
She's just been a little bit off. Her timing's just off just a touch. Just have to see if she can tighten it up and put those in.
And Aaron Blofus hits it over right where Love and Byrne collided, and it went backwards. 21-11. Haley Hansen. She didn't even jump serve on that one. She usually, that's up into the rafters, and it's way back, and not going to be able to cover that one up is Byrne.
Yeah, like I said, Joe, those are tough when they come off. They're going one way, they go the other way, and sometimes they come down a lot faster than they go up, and they are hard to handle.
He's going to ricochet off, and Trosdahl gets it over the net. Parker Yagi sets up Blofus, and that one's just out.
Yeah, just off the mark there.
See who else we got here. There's an old familiar name. Two familiar names. Anna Erickson and Karsi Materi.
Oh, there we go.
How about that? A couple of Cowgirls cheering on their buddies here. Former teammates. Karsi Materi and Anna Erickson. That one lands in. John with the point. As Julia Kleisman checks back in for Aaron Blofus. Cowgirls just 2 points away from a set 2 win. Sydney Roberts with the serve, and unable to handle it in the back row was Durbin. And Sydney with an ace, and it's a 1 point win, or 1 point away for the set 2 win for the Cowgirls as Sydney serves it up right over the top.
And another ace.
And another ace. And that is a set point for the Cowgirls. And they took command of this one, Brian, 25-12. We'll be right back with set number 3 coming up right after this on Three Borders Sports Network. I'll get back to the shout-outs, too.
Safety net for your family, your home, and your business. Carlson Family Insurance Agency is your local auto owner's insurance provider. At Carlson Family Insurance, they work for their clients, not the companies. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. Give Carlson Family Insurance a call for all of your personal, farm, business, and crop insurance needs. 701-672-6002 or at cfiagency.com. Carlson Family Insurance, your auto owner's insurance agent.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
I'm Katie with First Community Credit Union, and we're here with Dakota Dirt Coffee.
We chose First Community Credit Union because, first and foremost, they're right in our community of Milton, North Dakota, and the convenience of that and being able to know the people that we're dealing with, that's something that we can't get anywhere else. I would say FCCU could be best described as a full-service financial institution that's offered and available in a local community.
At Interstate Engineering, our business is about connections. We connect people to water, communities to counties, and counties to the rest of the world. Our work connects main streets to interstates, and yesterday with the potential of tomorrow. With over 40 years of connecting, our experience and expertise are thanks to the clients we have earned, the trust we have built, and the connections we have made. Interstate Engineering, the professionals you need, the people you trust.
That's pretty funky stuff.
You like that?
feel like you should be spinning some records somewhere and just kind of doing the.
Well, don't start that.
Huh?
Don't start that.
Okay. Welcome back to Three Borders Sports, everybody. I'm Joe Schreiner. He's Brian Watson. And on our Digital Guru cameras right in downtown Wapaton, and brought to you by Digital Guru, our camera operator is none other than Camden Yards Kelson. Hey, I got a bunch of shout-outs here, buddy. And one even from one of your favorite places in the world. World now.
One of my favorite places in the world? Vancouver, Canada?
No, I wasn't there.
That's one of my favorite
places. How about
places.
Playa del Carmen? Mexico.
I have not been to Playa del Carmen.
I thought you were.
No, I have not.
Tom and Viv Bernatus watching down there. They're on vacation, so
really?
Thank you, guys. We're also in the Dallas area. Tracy Klein is watching.
I used to live down there.
That one goes out on the kill there by Aaron Bloffus, and it's a point for the Cowgirls. Tracy Klein down in the Dallas area cheering on Sydney Roberts and the Cowgirls. So
there we go.
And, of course, Paula Morris down in Wichita, Kansas. Paula always watching. The Armitage family is watching in sunny and beautiful Dorn, Minnesota. How about that?
There we go.
Paul and Gabe on the Cowboy football squad. They're home watching. Maybe they're here. I don't know.
They had a nice game.
They had a nice game last night.
Yeah, they did.
And, of course, Grace's other set of grandparents, Jerry and Stacy, are down in sunny, beautiful Florence, Arizona.
I like a little Arizona, that's for sure.
As Grace just did a nice dig there, and Parker saved it.
It's a dry heat.
The dry heat, yeah. That one's going to go out, and the Cowgirls take a 2-1 lead.
So Cowgirls off to a fast start, if you want to call it that, after the first two sets. They were behind.
Grace Nicholson in there, Jonica Bernatus, Parker Yagi. Sydney Roberts sets up Caitlin Kaler. Darren Kaler watching up in Roseau, Minnesota. Thank you. Back to Caitlin. And Burns saves Durbin. And getting it over on the third one there was Love.
That's a tough one there.
Yep.
I was just going to say that the Cowgirls were going to need to use that free one, and that one hit the rafters. And when it goes over net, that is a score for the other team.
So instead of the Battlers taking a 3-1 lead here in this first two sets, the Cowgirls up to a 3-1 lead. Good save on the outside, but Nicholson, Yagi goes over. Ackerman sets up to the near side, kill, and the point on the near side for Kaylee Robinson.
Yeah, Kaylee Robinson doing a good job of putting that one away.
She looks rather diminutive, Kaylee Robinson, but she got up there pretty good.
She can get up, Joe.
As she serves with the jump serve. Sydney Roberts, Parker Yagi over to KK. Oh, and a nice block at the net. I think it was in, wasn't it?
I thought it was.
I thought the side judge said in, but
yeah, it was in off the block. Oh, well,
it might have been a tip. She might have had the top on the flag. And Grace Nicholson digs. Parker Yagi sets up to Julia Kleisman. And that's going to be a point for the Cowgirls as Julia's got a big smile on her face with her 6th unofficial kill.
Yeah, that one came off her hand nice. It got ticked a little bit going by and changed direction of the ball, and the help behind that was coming had to change direction, try and get it, and had a tough time keeping that ball in play.
Schuler checks in for Bernatus. Ackerman back sets to the other side, and that's going to be 2 hits over on the other side. Or nope, a lift.
Yeah, a little extra help with the elbow there.
Yep. Kennedy Cameron at the net. And she steps back to serve now. We're tied at 4. Good dig by Sydney as she flies onto the floor. Kleisman with a good shot, but Durbin puts it right back. Oh, and that one, little off balance there by Grace. Couldn't quite get it to stay up long enough for Sydney to get to it. So the Battlers come back now after the Cowgirls took that 3-1 lead. Sydney with it, getting it over the net on that pancake dive. Trosdahl gets it over. Kaler, a good block at the net again. Schuler back sets to Parker. Again blocked at the net by Trosdahl. Sidney come up trying to save it on that kill, but it's a point for the Battlers, and they go up 6-4. Schuler. Kleisman. Ooh, yeah, it was tipped.
Yeah, that one was tipped, yep.
It went out, but it was also tipped, so it's a point for the Cowgirls as they come back now within one.
Hey, guess who's watching down in Illinois?
Tell me. Oh, it's Sir James?
You bet.
I'm not wearing my hat tonight, buddy, but
I know.
I had it on last night.
He wants to get you on camera with that hat.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'll bring it to a coach show. By the way, no coach's show tonight. Sir James Watson tuned in and watching. Thank you, Sir James. Father of my co-star here, Brian Watson. He's always watching Three Border Sports. Hansen, kill. Byrne with the dig. Set goes to Ackerman. She'll get it over. Sidney digs. Schuler sets to Kleisman. Blocked at the net. Nicely done there by Kinley Borman.
Yeah, Borman is tough at the net there, and that is an excellent block.
Speaking of Borman, here comes Bell. So Bell and Kinley both in at the same time. They're both freshmen. Are they twins or are they? I should have asked. I just noticed they were both freshmen. That one goes off the hands of Byrne, and Hansen with the point.
That is a good set of freshmen, Joe.
Yeah, I'd say.
It's a good young team. They do have some seniors on the squad, but this is a good young team.
A lot of sophomores and freshmen, like you said. There's only one junior on the roster. A lot of freshmen and sophomores. So, yeah, we could see these guys often. Kleisman, Byrne digs in the back. Ackerman sets over to Borman. That was Kinley. Hansen's got to try and run up to the net and get that one over. Tough play.
Yeah, she just tried to save it best that she could, but it was way out in front of her.
Sydney Roberts checks in. Eight to 6 in favor of the Battlers. There's Parker Yagi, a little bit too strong for Parker.
I think that's the first attack that Parker has not been able to put in.
Parker Yagi, just a sophomore. She's been around for a long time.
You have to keep reminding me.
Oh, and there's a good block. The net. I don't know if that would have cleared the net, did it, Brian? But it's a point for the Battlers.
I thought that was a little low there.
Yeah, I don't think it would have cleared the net. Schuler to Hansen. Haley. Good block. The net again. Borman. Right at the net. See who wins that battle.
Yeah, Borman couldn't get there and get in front of that one. And Blofeld wins that battle.
Blofeld powered it away as Bernadas checks back in now for Schuler. So Hansen, Bernadas, Blofeld, Kaler, Roberts, and Parker Yagi back to serve. Sidney digs. Parker Yagi sets to Blofeld. And that's a point as it tipped and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Blofeld in the middle. It works, Joe.
Yep.
You know, you don't have a lot going on with Hansen on the outside right now, but with Kleinsman and Blofeld in the middle, you can get some things done.
Oh, Belle Borman. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not laughing at her, but she was frustrated. She wanted to kill that
Well,
thing.
you could tell when she came down, she had a smile on her face like, I wanted that one.
Yep. It was perfectly set for her. Her timing was just off. Ackerman almost runs into the referee stand. And a point for the Cowgirls.
Yeah, a player knows when they have one, and then when they don't get it the way that they want. They just want it back.
Yep. We're tied at 10. Borman gets it over. Hansen digs. Parker sets it up to Blofeld. Over the net. Blocked at the net by Bernadas and Blofeld. I think Blofeld will get credit for it.
Yeah, like you said, Joe, Robinson can really rise.
Yeah.
And the Cowgirls do a good job at the net to block that one.
Yagi serves. Again. Robinson with the kill. Kaler, Yagi sets to Blofus, and it's hit at the net there. It falls down onto the floor. Kinley Borman tried to save it, just couldn't quite come up with it. So Blofus with the kill. What's Aaron got? 8 unofficially?
Yeah, and this is, you know, the spot in the set where the Cowgirls have been able to stretch out that lead. You just get into double digits, and they've been able to stretch it out.
Oh, eyes in the back of her head. Aaron Blofus with the point. She taps it over the net, over the blockers.
You don't have to always do it with power, Joe.
Yep.
You just have to be able to read what's at the net and doing a good job with Justin there, getting the score.
Belle Borman, that time she got it. Falls right down between Haley Hansen and Aaron Blofus in the net. Point for the Battlers as she goes back now to serve Belle Borman.
Yeah, that's a good makeup there in that exact same spot where she missed the one before, so a good put away there.
Sydney Roberts, Parker Yagi over to Blofus. Set to the near side. Nope. Robinson was teeing it up there, but she gave it up. Bernadas hits it over the net for the Cowgirls.
Got to use this free one here.
Oh, and she does. As Robinson. I mean, look at her. Man.
There's more to it than being able to jump, Joe. There's a lot of technique that's involved, and
I never had that.
She can put it all together.
Kinley Borman.
Gonna go to her again. Didn't get all of that one.
Nope. Bell.
Couple good digs here by the Cowgirls to keep this one going.
Oh, and they tried to get it. Oh, look out there. It's at the net. Coming up to put that one away in a hurry was Kennedy Cameron, the sophomore.
She's like, hey, let me take care of this. I'm done seeing this ball go back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and put this one away.
Cameron Kaler, we're tied at 13. Ackerman bump sets it up to the front row and a backwards hit by Kennedy Cameron. Over to Haley Hansen. Boom! There's one for Haley. She got that one put away, and the Cowgirls back to a 1-point lead.
And I think she's been waiting all night for that one, Joe. That one was perfectly set for her. And great execution on the outside, and Hansen puts that one away for the kill.
Several times this year, B-Dub, she's been in double digits with kills, and I think just as she exited here, she only had 3 on the board so far. Belle Borman again. Hit that one from behind. Here's Blofus.
That was tipped.
And a point for the Cowgirls.
That ball was tipped at the net. You could see the change of direction there.
And here comes Grace Nicholson with her serve. Robinson, Ackerman, Belle Borman. And that one goes to the back row, and it was a good spot for that one as Grace Nicholson couldn't get to it. And it's a point for the Battlers, and they're only down by 1.
And they are hanging around in this third set. They're not letting the Cowgirls stretch that lead out.
And 2-0 lead here for the Cowgirls. Won both sets in the first 2 sets, I should say.
Roberts with a good dig there.
Blofus had to go over 3-1 here for the Battlers.
Ooh, they got a little extra.
I was going to say, I heard somebody yell push in my headset. Yagi, Robert bump sets to Kaler. Going deep with it. Picking it up in the back row there for the Battlers was Love. Grace has to go over on the third hit. And a free one now again for the Battlers. And there is a kill and a point on the net there for Kennedy Cameron. Went right through the hands of the blockers.
The Battlers do a good job of keeping that volley going, and then got a free one and able to execute on the outside.
And that one clears the net. Yagi, oh, and Bernadas over. So
good
Grace
save.
Nicholson in the back. Blofus goes over. Again, good play by the Cowgirls. Just couldn't quite get it to fall, Brian.
Just a couple good plays there at the net. Able to keep that volley going. And then, like the Battlers in the first couple sets, the Cowgirls make the mistake for the Battler point.
Sydney wasn't happy with her little dig on that one, but she recovered. And there one goes flying out. It's tipped by Sydney, and Coach Margaret Kruger wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. The Battlers are fired up. They got a 2-point lead here in set number 3. We'll be right back with more right after this on Three Borders Sports Network.
OSPTI offers pediatric physical, occupational, and speech therapy. We work with children of all ages that have a variety of conditions that may limit or delay their functional activities. Through therapeutic play, our goal is to help each child participate alongside their peers to their full potential.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network. Welcome back to Breckenridge High School, Breckenridge, Minnesota. Minnesota 6A North volleyball tournament action here between the Cowgirls and the Battlers. Cowgirls lead 2-0, but the Battlers lead set number 3, 17-15. We'll see what Coach Kruger asks for in this timeout, and Blofus gets the point, and the Cowgirls get the serve back.
So good correction there after the timeout. I think that was a much-needed timeout.
I think it was too, Coach Kruger. Yep.
Your team to settle down a little bit, not worry about not having the lead, and go back out and just play volleyball.
Third hit by the Battlers. Ackerman goes over. Parker Yagi sets up Caitlin Kaler. Ackerman this time sets up to Cameron again. Sydney bumps to Kaler. Robinson to Cameron. Oh, and found the back corner. It's in.
And right now, Joe, the Cowgirls, they're not getting the perfect sets that they like, and they're not able to take a full swing at it. And the Battlers are taking advantage of it, and they are getting full swings on their side.
So Kleisman, Yagi, and Bernatus in the front. Kaler, Nicholson, Roberts in the back. Kaler goes over.
Another free one here.
Ackerman sets it up to Cameron. She'll just tap it over. Bernatus blocked at the net. Well, they're going to say it was 4 hits. It didn't go over the net.
I think that one went over and came back. They called it out.
Okay.
They called it out on the score.
Okay. The Battlers with a 3-point lead. Robinson serves. Kleisman puts it away, but Byrne picks it up. And over the net it goes.
And see, that was a tough handle there.
A block at the net by Cameron.
And the Cowgirls just not able to execute.
And Margaret Kruger wants to take another timeout, Brian. It's 20-16, a Carlson Family Insurance timeout, where Eric and the crew works for the customer. Customer service and satisfaction is their #1 goal. We'll be right back after this.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4 crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
And Robinson to serve again here. After Coach Kruger took that timeout, Sydney Roberts bumps it over to Caitlin Kaler. She'll go over. Free one here for the Battlers. And now it's going to be into the net and a point for the Cowgirls. So that timeout worked again for Coach Kruger to try and disrupt the momentum the Battlers picked up here in set 3.
Now, this could be a point where, you know, the Battlers playing a match earlier could come back to help them, and it was a close match. So let's see if they can work to get away with a win here and extend this match.
See what the Cowgirls do with this one on a free one. Kleisman. Robinson digs it up. Cameron at the net, and almost a collision there by Grace and Sydney, but it's a point for the Battlers. And they are excited. Their fans are excited as well.
Cowgirls got caught watching there in the back row.
Yep. Kennedy Cameron goes back to serve. Out. Unforced error. Point to the Cowgirls.
And now the Cowgirls have to try and take advantage here.
They do need to make a little bit of a run if you're a Cowgirl fan. As an ace for Caitlin Kaler. Speaking of Caitlin Kaler, Darren's watching up in Roseau, and he sent us a nice text message, Brian, I shared with you, and I appreciate the comments, Brian.
Yeah, we appreciate that. We really do.
Nice comment. Appreciate it. Everybody sends nice comments. Appreciate it all. That one goes into the net, and here come the Cowgirls trailing by 1.
Let's see how long yeah, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. There's a timeout on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. The Cowgirls coming back. 21-20 in favor of the Battlers. We'll be right back.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
All right, we're back here, and Caitlin Kaler serves it up, and we'll see if the timeout works for assistant coach Ackerman here as she takes over the helm for the Battlers. And the third hit by Parker, and that goes over, and everybody's saying it was outside the antenna from the Battle Lake side.
That was a tough call there, Joe. It was pretty close. That's a heck of a save by Yagi.
Oh, absolutely was. Ackerman sets up to Borman, excuse me.
Here's another free one.
Borman
in the middle.
Yep. And blocked at the net for the Cowgirls. And beat up. We are tied.
Yeah, that's a good job there at the net by the Cowgirls. The Battlers had a chance to add to that lead, and they do a good job of blocking and getting the score of their own.
And now the student section for the Cowboys. Cowgirls are getting involved. They're looking over and seeing some Cowboys over there. Schuler sets up to Haley, the senior, with a little power, but picked up nicely by the Battlers. Schuler this time sets up to Julia.
Oh, just wide, Joe.
Outside.
Just wide. Had the opportunity there, and that was one that they needed. They had a perfect set in the middle and just didn't execute, and now you got a little mo on the blue side of the net here.
Sydney Roberts digs. Schuler bumps over to Hansen. She'll push it over. Oh, and the second hit goes over. Third hit goes over by Schuler. Good play by the Cowgirls there. And again, Borman. Hansen's going to have a tough play outside the antenna.
Again, there's another poor set on the outside. And the Cowgirls can't handle it. Doing everything they can to keep that ball in play, but that's set a little too far towards the net and too far outside.
Pretty good contingent here tonight to our right from Battle Lake. Getting a little bit noisy here as the Battlers 2 points away from a set win, and that one sails out.
So you got a good set here. Now Cowgirls need to be near perfect in order to pull this thing out. And the Battlers just looking for 2 more.
Julia Kleisman, the 16-year-old senior, serves it up from Austria. A free one for the Cowgirls.
Have
Kaler
to use it.
To Boffus. Blocked at the net by Borman. Hansen pushes it over for the point. Haley Hansen used their senior wisdom on that one, Brian.
Yeah, a good job at the net there by Battle Lake, but the Cowgirls doing a good job of keeping that volley going and able to come away with the score there. You needed that one. You needed to get it tied.
That felt good for Haley Hansen as we look down into the huddle right there. You see Haley smiling on that one, so she was happy about that. As we are tied at 23 here, Brian, and it turned out to be a pretty good set here for set number 3.
Yeah, I think if you ask Haley, she's probably not happy with the way that she's playing.
Yep.
But I think, you know, good players, they kind of play through some of that, and then they do what they can do, and she came up with a big play there. I think that'll change her mind on how she's playing.
Nobody has any timeouts left, folks, so we're going right to the end here. Kleisman serves. Robinson digs. Ackerman sets it up to Borman. Now Schuler sets it up to Haley. The senior puts it away. 1 point away from a set and match win.
And a lot of confidence in that swing, Joe. Looks like a totally different player here.
She's still smiling
at the end of this set.
24-23. Kleisman for the set point, match point at the net. Parker puts it down for the point. Parker Yagi gets it in. The Cowgirls come from behind with a 25-23 victory here. And that was a fun set to watch. We're going to be right back with our Three Borders Sports Network postgame show. And we will have head coach Margaret Kruger up for an interview right after this message. We'll be right back.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Comdell Innovation is now hiring production technicians for a variety of shifts with opportunities to make $20 or more per hour. Work in a clean, climate-controlled facility. Second shift, 4 10-hour days, every weekend off, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m., and 4 crew rotation, straight days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., or straight nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Apply in person or online at ComdellInnovation.com. Comdell Innovation of Wahpeton, an employee-owned company.
Since 1987, Red River Valley and Western Railroad has served North Dakota and Minnesota with over 500 miles of track. Red River Valley and Western handles shipping, freight car repair, storage options, and now transload services. With over 30 years of experience in the railroad industry, they know dependable service is what you strive for. Red River Valley and Western is proud to be a part of the community since 1987. Founded in 1972, Mindak Farmers Cooperative is owned by nearly 500 sugar beet growers and has a rich history of sweetening life in the Red River Valley. Join Mindak's team today. In addition to an excellent pay and benefits package, they are currently offering a $2,000 sign-on bonus for all full-time positions, which includes sugar loader, packager helper, extra gang, and yard person helper. Entry level starting at $19.78 per hour, plus a $3 per hour shift differential. Apply online at mdf.coop/careers or contact Zane 701-671-7777.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain Hefty Seed never changes. Red River Grain Hefty Seed works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain Hefty Seed has been saving farmers money for years. For all your grain and agronomy needs, stop in or call the friendly staff at 643-3738 or visit them online at redrivergrain.com.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey girls, oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network, everybody. Welcome back to Breckenridge High School, and welcome back to Minnesota Section 6A North volleyball action here, tournament action tonight. Actually, it's second round game, but
right.
They call it the play-in game.
Play-in game to get into the tournament.
That's weird
so
because we were talking about that. Brian and I talked about it in the pregame show. We thought it was our we want to say quarterfinals, but it really is the quarterfinals for Section 6.
For the North and South.
Yeah, but anyway, we're joined now by head coach of the Cowgirls. That is none other than Margaret Kruger. And Margaret, thanks for coming up.
Thanks for doing our game again. Appreciate you guys following us here.
Nice win. We're going to follow you all the way, kid.
Wow,
we're gonna,
excellent.
Wherever, well, as far as we can. They won't let us go to the state and do the state tournament, but we got to get there first. But,
Yep.
Anyway, congratulations on the win, Margaret. 3-0 win.
Thank you.
Third set was a little tougher than probably you wanted, but it was a good thing for the girls to experience that.
I agree. To come from behind, especially, 22-17, 20?
Yeah, I got it written down here somewhere.
At the end of the game there, I asked the girls if they just wanted their student section to get into it.
And they did.
Yeah, they did.
They did get
Came
into
alive
it.
a little bit. So making sure they were still awake, I guess. But no, nice to come back and then finish strong. Haley with 2 big kills there at the end of that third set.
She needed those.
She did.
In my opinion. We talked about that,
I would agree.
too.
Yeah, I wish I would have saw more of that coming off right away. I thought our outsides could have performed a little better hitting-wise, but you know who really stepped up hitting-wise was Erin Bloffitz.
Yep, there you go.
Out of the middle. She swung well. I bet she had 13, 14 kills tonight. So.
Yeah, I you know what? I see 10 on the board, but it's unofficial, of course.
Right.
But she was easily in double digits.
Yes, yeah. She did a nice job. So nice to see her. I told the setters to feed her a little bit more because she was swinging well. So, but yeah, we got to get our outsides to start swinging strong, whether they're on the net or off the net. But yeah, slow start in that first set and the second set. Our serve receive was just off. We couldn't get the ball to target. And then our hitters weren't confident swinging off the net. Our back row, would like to see them step up a little bit more and swing out of the back row then. We just have to get more comfortable and confident swinging off the net.
I'm going to go back to set 1 and set 2. Again, a couple of I shouldn't say convincing, but a couple of lopsided wins there, 25-13, 25-12. But it was close for the first half. I think it was 10-10 at one point, and it was 7-7 at another point in set 2. And then all of a sudden, the Cowgirls turn it on. They outscore 15-3 in that set 1 win. So, nice, a good run there.
It was, but slow start, right? We can't have that against more of the top seeded teams in the section because they're going to take advantage of that, and we can't count on the aces. We had a lot of aces tonight. We can't count on those, going forward here. So we have to be ready to serve receive from serve 1, not from serve 8.
All right, so the number 1 seed Breckenridge Cowgirls defeat the number 8 seed Battle Lake Battlers. So you're going to play on Friday night, and this is officially what they call the quarterfinals.
Right, yep.
The semifinals for Section 6A North. You are going to play the winner of the Park Christian Hillcrest Academy game, which is going on right now. We just looked for a score. We didn't see one.
Yep.
Do you know anything about either one of the two teams?
I only know about Hillcrest because we faced them earlier, first tournament of the season. And then I watched them play at the Fergus tournament last week. And they got one of their strongest players got hurt again this year, which is too bad. So she's out, but I mean, they still got a strong team. They have a ton of juniors on their team that have a lot of experience and they're great blockers, so they're not going to go down without a fight. So I'm interested to see who takes that one between the 4 and 5 seed.
Before I turn it over to B-Dub for a question, I also want to comment on the Battlers. That's a young team. They're going to be tough.
Very young team. I would agree. Some solid blockers, though.
Oh, my goodness.
That front row is tall, and we found their blockers. So we made them look good, but they are good, and we knew they blocked like that in the tournament too. So we gotta be ready to hit around a block or just confidently be able to swing through a block is the biggest thing. So, yeah, some stuff to work on tomorrow.
Some stuff to talk about tomorrow at practice. Coach, you got any questions for Coach Margaret?
You're probably not happy with the way that you played today.
Not necessarily. Yes or no? I expected more out of everybody.
But would you say you probably needed a match like that going forward?
Yeah, last week was a tough week. DGF was a tough game. We didn't play great. We didn't play great at the Fergus tournament either. And so starting off here, honestly, we'll take the W. We're at that point in this season. But do I want us to play better going forward? And do we have to? Yes. We can't play. It was just too sloppy on our side of the court tonight. And we got to just be more confident and hit the ball.
I just think it's usable. You know what I mean? You can look back and say, hey, if we want to be successful, we can't play like this. We have, you know what I mean? So it's teachable. But I think you're right. I think I even said it during the broadcast that the only confident swing that I felt like Hansen took was the one just before set point.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree.
Other than that, she just didn't look comfortable or just didn't look confident out there. And then once she got the little tap that scored, and then he went right back to her.
Yep.
Then she took a really nice, healthy swing at him. Like, oh, now she's playing with confidence.
Yep.
You wait till the end there. So hopefully they could see that on tape and build on that and understand, hey, we got to change a couple things.
Right. And I almost need to tell them, I'm okay if you hit it out of bounds one time.
Yep.
You know, you're going to, but I need you to, find that confidence right away because we can't wait to the end of the match.
Yeah, it's like in basketball. I don't care if you miss a shot.
Right.
But do it with a little bit of effort and confidence. Right. Take it with some confidence, and that's still a good shot even though you missed it. So same thing here. Take a swing at it. If it goes out of bounds, it goes out of bounds. Serve it up, and we'll get it the next time.
Yeah. Julia Kleisman does a nice job of that.
Yeah.
She's not afraid to swing out of bounds and then go ahead and swing again, and kind of the same direction. So I thought our middles played well tonight.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They did.
Setters got to get the sets on. Yes, we have somewhere to build here.
Yeah,
This is not the best we're going to play.
That's what I was trying to get at, yeah.
Well, for sure, one more game here for the Cowgirls volleyball squad. One more game here at Cowgirl Gymnasium. And looking forward to it on Friday night.
Friday night, 7 o'clock here.
Same program, same channel, and we'll be here, Margaret.
Awesome.
So good luck to you and the Cowgirls.
Thank you very much.
Nice win.
Appreciate it.
All right, Margaret Kruger, head coach of the Cowgirls, and she'll join us again next time. And thanks again, Margaret. All right, B-Dub, again, a nice win for the Cowgirls here as they take away the victory. And again, like Margaret said, it was good to have that battle in that third set.
I just think it is. I think if you have a match where you're just able to walk away, I think it builds false confidence.
Yep.
Like she said, they're going to have to play better against some of the top teams in their section. And just in their side of the section, you know what I mean? I mean, there's some pretty good teams on that side of the bracket that they're going to have to go through. And being the number one seed, everybody's going to be gunning for you, so you have to bring your best. And, the start of this thing went kind of the way that I thought. I thought that Battle Lake would come out and they'd be ready to play. And I just felt like, if the Cowgirls weren't 100% ready, this thing could have really gone sour. And they do a nice job of staying with it, battling back. And even when they were down and Battle Lake had a chance to extend this match, they do a good job of coming back and getting the win in the third set. So, again, I feel like it's something to build on. I think you need to go back and watch it and say, hey, okay, we know what we need to do. Let's go out there and do it.
So it was an exciting finish here for set number 3, and the Cowgirls come away with the W. And we want to also thank Red River Communications one more time here. Fiber Fast Internet works for you. Fiber Fast Wi-Fi. Again, Red River Communications, our major game sponsor here. They'll be our major sponsor throughout the tournament. And so we want to thank Red River Communications, Tom and the crew. Thank you very much. Also, it's been a good night, B-Dub, but we're not done yet with this week. We got a lot more going on.
We got a lot going on this week here. Now with this being a win for the Cowgirls, we will be
for sure back Friday
busy here the rest of the week all the way through Saturday. We've got Lady Husky Volleyball tomorrow night on the channel.
Yep.
And then we'll have Cowgirls again on Friday. And then on Saturday, the big football game between the Cowboys and New York Mills, the Eagles.
The Eagles are back in town. Again, they were here during the regular season, a Cowboy victory. All right, B-Dub, what about our play of the week, our Comdale Innovation play of the week? Comdale Innovation, let us show you how we can deliver your next project faster and better. Is that going to come out tomorrow?
That'll come out tomorrow, being that we were busy here tonight.
Right.
But I got something dialed up for it, I think.
Awesome. You usually do. So our play of the week brought to you by Comdale Innovation will be brought to you tomorrow. Want to thank all the rest of our sponsors, too. Giant Seeds and Snacks, also our Coaches Show sponsors. Smith Motors of Wahpeton, your certified Chevrolet and GMC dealer in Wahpeton. Wahpeton Daily News. Superior Builders, Red River Grain, Interstate Engineering. Don't forget Gripper Sports in downtown Wahpeton. Tyler and Wayne got all your favorite sports apparel. Bell Bank, Minn Kota Ag Products, All Seasons Car Wash, Bold Print. Sanford Health, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, North Dakota State College of Science, Mindak Farmers Cooperative, First Community Credit Union, Optimum Rehab, Red River Valley Western Railroad, and our timeouts were brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance. And our halftime, which we don't have halftimes during the volleyball games, but our halftime sponsor during football is OSPTI. For all your physical therapy needs, contact the professionals at OSPTI with locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. Amanda Frederick, State Farm Insurance, our shout-out sponsor, and we had a number of them tonight. Thank you, everybody. Digital Guru brings you our camera shots. Miller & Associates, American Family Insurance. Yield Advantage is our pregame show sponsor. And, of course, we can't forget Carlson Family Insurance, our timeout sponsor. I think that's going to be it. B-Dub will be back tomorrow night with Husky Volleyball, our final home game of the year.
I'll have some Lady Husky Volleyball tomorrow night. So, yeah.
No, I might be there if I get rained out.
There we go.
If I get rained out, I'll be there.
We'll put you to work.
Yep. They were combine and corn to beat. We finished the beats yesterday, so that was a good thing. So everybody be safe out there if you're farming, and watch out for everybody. Everybody play it safe, and we'll all be good. Again, the Cowgirls in a 3-set win. They had to work from behind a little bit here in set number 3. 25-13, 25-12, and 25-23. The Cowgirls move on to take on the winner of Park Christian or Hillcrest Academy on Friday night. You'll see right here on Three Borders Sports Network. For Camden Yards, Kelson, Brian Watson, Raleigh, and Julie, I'm Joe Schreiner. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night from Husky Gymnasium.